Scream fan film. I love Scream now, baby. What's up, Justin Rooney?
Oh my gosh, always with the puns.
Yes.
You're ridiculous with that.
That is my superpower. My ridiculousness.
So what are we going to be watching? What we got? What we got
what we got in store today is it was going to be a different one, but we're doing a Scream live.
Okay.
And the thumbnail had like a red eye and the ghost face mask pretty much. So this has what over 300,000 views posted only 4 months ago.
Okay.
This is a fresh one.
Yeah, they must have timed it with the movie pretty well.
Oh yeah, pretty close to that. Hell yeah.
Yes, I mean, whether you like Scream 6 or not, that movie got a lot of hype, a lot of attention, and that is ultimately fantastic for the franchise. It's good. Even if the movie wasn't as good as the other ones, like it's really good to introduce this series to a new audience, a new generation, and they'll go back to those old films. They're like, wow, that was really good.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a sequel that didn't destroy the franchise. I mean, that kind of happened with the 5th one, but picked it up a bit. So, all right. Chick on the phone.
Wait, did we see this before?
Christmas tree? No.
No, we definitely saw this.
That was the ice cream one. Is it scaring you?
This is super boring. Really? That's the he does a little gif of Luke Wilson.
Of course. Okay, I don't think we've seen this one, but I'll admit she seems to be wearing the same clothes as the person we've seen before. But I think that's trying to fit with the first Scream film, right? She had kind of a white.
I guess so.
Right? Yeah.
Are you sure we didn't see this?
I don't think I had one called Scream Live. This was 4 months ago. We definitely didn't see it. That we did our watchings over a year ago.
No, we didn't. Then why does it seem so familiar? I can't read that.
I couldn't read that. No,
I couldn't read any of it.
I think even if we went back, it's a little obscure.
Yeah. I think it was just a note from mom or something.
I feel like Scream has done excellent at making house phones scary for people. Like your normal phone, whatever, right? Do you get like nervous with the unknown number or a whatever thing? Or no, but it's like a house phone. It's like, who's trying to contact us? Why are they trying to contact us? There's not even an option to text on that thing. Why would they call? Like,
right.
That's terrifying. She was on her phone too.
But so. It's think of it this way though. It's kind of like if you're afraid of sharks, what do? You move in the middle of the country, in the Midwest, like in Colorado. No sharks there.
Right.
With this, don't have a landline.
Yeah.
And get one of those apps on your phone that like blocks all the potential spam or unknown callers, and then this never happens.
Yeah, and replace your landline with an airline.
Yeah,
and you'll be
fly out.
Get more safe. Get an airline, and you'll be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unknown caller.
This is shot very well, though.
Yeah, I like it. It's good camera, good ambience and stuff. I mean, it's fitting exactly what you'd expect for Scream. Though this makes me think: do you have to do it this way? I think no, but it's an easy template to start something and to have it start similar and then get very different as it goes. So yeah, as we've seen with each Ghostface, Scream,
every single one.
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
2 hellos, I hang up. Like, hello, bye.
Yeah, exactly.
You're done. You're done. I gave you. What are you doing on the other side where you're calling me and you're not answering? You're not saying anything. What up with that?
What happened?
Can you just text me? Your service out here is awful.
Can you just text me to an unknown number? Woman.
Wait, did she even wait, hold on. Did we miss something in the text that said, "Hey, I'm going to call you"?
I can't hear you. Can you just text me?
What? You don't know who it is. That's all we need.
You girls better be in bed.
If she's a babysitter, okay. Cool. Even more weird why she's answering the phone expecting... I don't know why she's answering the phone at all, really, if it's an unknown caller at not her.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it could be her house that she's watching the kids at, too.
Yeah, you know, it could be her house, and it's like, or maybe she's like a young mom.
Hey, can I keep you on the phone for a bit?
Why? What happened? Something wrong?
No. Nothing's wrong. It's just a little creepy here with the kids here alone.
Emily, you still there?
Hello?
Hello.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I mean that is, I guess, an interesting point. I guess with like your cell phone, like that would get you to want to be on a landline. Maybe that it's more. There's less of a connection issue.
Yes, and this at this point, this woman is so stupid. She sees the battery on her phone. Why hasn't she been plugging it in while watching a movie?
Yeah,
is there no
enhanced.
outlet?
She was sitting down. How come that puppy's not on a charger?
Yeah.
Common thing. We have our phone. We've got a charger. You've got.
There's gonna be one around the house. Yeah,
we're being hypercritical because.
Yeah. You see, even the close up is.
They know it.
I told you.
They know.
The Wi-Fi's down. I can't text you from my phone.
Well, she thinks that that's him.
I guess so. I guess that's the assumption.
Yeah, I guess. When it says unknown caller, does it usually give you like a number? Do you remember on these old phones?
No, not always.
Uncle Mark?
Have you checked the children?
Okay, well.
Okay, no more phone calls. All right.
Yeah, no more phone calls because your phone's about to die. She makes one
Girls,
bad
this
decision after
isn't
another.
funny.
Blames it on the kids. Ooh, this is a cool shot.
Well, yeah, nice. She's gonna push down the stairs, or they're gonna
I
have,
wanna
they're gonna have a chase scene up the stairs, like they often do in Scream, chase scene upstairs.
Honestly, that shot, I want like a Halloween film to be.
I could see what you mean there. With that.
Yeah.
Let's play a game, Emily.
Drive by, shank. Ow. Put it back in. Put it back in. Fuck.
Yeah.
What would that be your first instinct after getting attacked by somebody in your house and cut? To go to the phone that you disconnected? I mean, it'd be funny if she thinks it's still the little girls, like in like a cloak standing on top of each other or something. Like, it's not funny, girls. That hurt.
And if they're calling, if the kids are calling, then that means that they have cell phones, and
they're too young to have cell phones. What is it? No.
She could have borrowed their charger or their phone.
I love that. That's where your logic went to, and that makes sense. Hey, can I borrow your girl's charger?
Not very.
Can I
not
use
very
one
bright.
Can I
use
one of your spare chargers that you'll have because it's what we have these days?
Where could I be? Maybe you should go investigate. Or maybe I should start kicking down doors to get Sydney's kids.
Hey, Sydney's kids.
Alright. Your choice.
That's something that I want to see. Like, if there were to be continuations to Scream, like Sydney and her life after all this, and like her with her kids, how paranoid would she be? You know, that would be insane.
That's gonna be like the next generation or something. That's gonna be the third wave of Scream films. Ooh, the red
live streaming from there, of course. Is that the same kind of like classic knife that Ghostface people have all the time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder why they picked that knife specifically all the time. Yeah.
It would have helped if you had paused when he had the knife, but
you're right. You're right.
Oh, Kermit.
It's an Easter egg.
Yes.
The frog hero will save us.
Yeah, there actually was no point in that shot, but
now it's just Schling! It did a noise again.
Yep.
They always. I thought he was gonna self-destruct for a sec.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, the house blows up. Oh, that would have been the best.
I was like, ching, ching. It's all high pitched and then blows up.
Oh man, or maybe it's like or I thought like a laser was
or
gonna
laser
shoot out of
beams.
his-
Yeah,
yeah.
God, that was my second thought. Like, yeah, laser beams, scream with the like. That's gonna
laser
be
beams.
That's gonna be
And flamethrowers.
Stab 10 is gonna have laser beam Ghostface. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yes. The fighting Zod. What quip shalt thou have?
She is so dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She is so dead.
Reminded me of the Patriot, Gabriel. Yeah, going for the knife at least. That's a first, sorta. Usually they ignore that they still have a weapon.
Oh, she actually got it. Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? That now he's unarmed, but don't know how much that'll help you.
Stab him in the leg or something.
Don't look away. No, now it's gone. It's gonna Batman you. Yep.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that one from? It makes the shlink noise too, just like in all of them. If you guys watch the Scream films, whenever they have the knife out on camera, it makes a shlink noise every time, and it's like it's not being unsheathed. It's just funny thing. But
is that it though?
All right, yeah, that was.
Is there a post-credit anything? You know,
I have it play while it's muted so that it can show if there is anything.
The one thing that I'll say is that I swear that they wrote this character to be one of the dumbest characters possible. Makes all the wrong decisions with the phone, and it's just the way that she talks and some of the lines that she says doesn't make sense. The way that this character is presented, like she could be a good character, but instead, the way they wrote it, they made her out to be so dumb and unlikable, just with not too much like really given. It's just that they're so stupid you don't have any real hope of rooting for them. Like they don't stand a chance, and if they don't stand a chance, you don't care about them.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's hard for us to believe the situation. I mean, she comes off like a good actress, but she seemed like she was ready to be in a role. But like, I'll give it to a lot of the other ones. They felt more like they're playing an average girl who's doing an average night who gets into this. This felt like she was ready for drama, and it just, I don't know, like the believability wasn't as there.
It's like she set herself up entirely for failure.
Yeah.
At every single possible moment when she's standing around, when she just got cut on her arm, looks over at the phone, looks away from the killer. Don't do that. Not charging your phone. If you think the kids are doing it, if you are so worried about these kids, why aren't you going into one of their rooms, locking the door?
Yeah, making sure they're in bed and not,
dead.
Farting around.
That would be the first thing I would think. It's
dead.
just like, oh my God, the kids, like this person just murdered the kids.
This was the first Scream one I've seen for a fan film that had them babysitting. So
it seems like it should have happened at some point, but kids and Scream don't really.
No, it's usually separated typically.
Yeah.
And the fact that they mentioned it was Sydney's kids, that felt irrelevant. That felt irrelevant entirely. It was just like
shoehorned in there, and that she's been paid to babysit, especially especially Sydney. Like I don't know if she knew or not, but being a victim of multiple serial killers, like 5 times at this point. And then she gets in that situation, and then she's not like.
You'd think that
I don't know. Like she also like walked herself into this. Like this is a possibility because this person has a history of this.
Yeah, you'd think that the person she'd picked to babysit would be like ex-forces Marine or something, like,
or not just a
somebody who can handle themselves in a situation. Like if they were to like look after her kids, because if she doesn't have her eyes on them, like somebody could be trying to get. I don't know. Like,
I just thought of something. This actually making it Sydney's kids makes it worse because it now shows that Sydney, after all this time, has a poor judge of character. After all this time, you would think like at this point she would have hired the Ghostface killer to babysit. At this point, like that's what I like. it makes her seem dumb retroactively, just with that one line, that you didn't need. So you know what? Yes, actually, that Sydney line does more harm than good.
Actually, even more surprising that she even has a house line at all, or that like hasn't pressed anyone for this type of history. Like, what do you mean? Oh, somebody calls, they don't like. What do you? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then also just another thing. It's called Scream Live. That had nothing to do with anything either. I was expecting that to be an element in this in some way, and
it was. Well, it was because they had like the view count.
Right, but what did that do? It showed there was view count, but
yeah, there were people watching. Yeah, the like sick people, the ghost face cults. They want to have them film the murders for all the other ghost faces around the world, stuff like that. Maybe
no, that's you. That's you interpreting it. That's not. There's not enough there though.
You know, you're right.
It's just that's because I could fill in things too, but like it's not there though. It's just it showed there were people watching, but like that doesn't mean anything.
Where is it on? I don't know.
I mean, I know it was only 7 minutes long. It was probably for a film festival or something. Actually,
or
I'm
just
going
for fun. Yeah,
it could be for fun, which is cool. You know, that's the thing too. It's a fan film. You know, that's fine. We're not we're not putting your standards up against like Hollywood budget, but still, we do this with anything anyway, with any type of plot or anything. It's a good way to assess it and see if you can make better ones in the future. Maybe like if you
I mean,
that's all. Like it's because it was shot well, is acted well, but decisions in it make it not as believable with it, and specific things you say kind of dampen it, make it worse a little with some of that. So no, it doesn't have any info in here about anything in regards to the point. Nope.
Well, I think it was just an upload. It's just a fan film. That's it, and that's fine.
That's
but I will agree with some of the positives. It was shot very well. It was lit very well. The sound design was good. Everything aesthetically was wonderful. And was well done.
A lot of good frames. Like you said, a lot of good shots.
What's that?
Like you said, there's a lot of good framing shots and light
on the staircase.
Those look like they do great in a film especially for Scream. So
yeah, like it, or I could see that as like a, you know, when she's on top of the staircase, I thought it'd be cool. Like if Michael Myers was on top of there, then and you made a Halloween fan film with a babysitter. I think this would have been more suitable for that. But except with the phone call thing.
There was Christmas lights, so it's around Christmas, but that was also irrelevant.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to always be relevant.
No, I agree, but like it just seems it's a stacking on of things to me.
I think adding that element of Sydney's kids actually isn't a bad idea. I in theory, on paper, that kind of works, but it's the way that it is presented. And I guess you have to put all these things in a short amount of time because it's a short fan film. It's only 7 minutes long, but
yeah, they're probably trying to get it out by the time of the release of the last Scream film. So
true, but my thing is just because fuck you, rookie, you interrupted me and I got
sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I lost it. Hold on,
I'm sorry.
What was I just talking about?
You're talking about how everything was shot really well. You're talking about how
that was way back. I was making another point.
I was trying to list. You interrupted me trying to list where you were saying to get to where you were trying to remember what you were saying.
It's okay. It's okay, man. I remembered it. No.
Backtracking to find it. Say it before you lose it.
So yeah. Well. The thing, okay, so on paper, having a babysitter for Cindy's kids it's not really it's not bad. It could add something. It just didn't in this case. And I think it all comes down to the way that the main character was written. So that's how important it is to have a character that's not like you can have them make mistakes, but not have them all lined up back to back to back to back and just it makes for a very unsympathetic character. But with that said, like the Christmas lights, like it didn't add anything, but it didn't take away anything either. So it doesn't bother me. It's neutral. Like I feel like if you hadn't shown that note like in the angle that you did, like if you had it like more head on over the shoulder as opposed to looking at it sideways and then having the text on the end of the sentence be blurry in the background so you can't even read what the note is. If we could have read it, if we could have seen what it said, that could have filled in a couple of gaps maybe, but I mean, I think that's the only way you could have possibly done that, because like if that note is supposed to be important, then we should be able to read it.
This is thank you for special something. It's blur. It goes blurry on the last words on the sentence.
Oh wait, heart.
The girl with the girls.
Hart, Mark, and Sydney. Okay, but then who's and the Glenn is another dude. Okay. Just a random guy.
Basically, just like have a good night. Basically, is what it seems like. Thank you for babysitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing useful here. No.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the concept of Scream Live and taking place around Christmas and Sydney's kids. These are elements to your story that I think are good, but I don't think any of it. It's the kind of thing where like if this fan film was like a prototype or like a this like I like with the Fat Speedster with my short film thing. I made the one video that I showed you before that was like 15 minutes long, and then now I've expanded that into like a 5-episode series and took elements from that starting point and made that bigger. So like I have this could be their start of their story, and then maybe they have like a bigger version of this or something down the line. I kind of doubt it, but like that could be the case. I could see them expanding on the idea here, because otherwise it's like, well, okay, so there's a ghost face person, we don't know who it is, that's fine, we don't see who it is at the end, it's whatever. I assumed the live aspect was going to be the part that made the fan film like a a different take on the Scream and ghost face stuff. That was what I was getting the impression of from the start.
And also, I'm kind of I'm left wanting because of the fact that these are Sydney's kids and they just killed the babysitter. What happened next? Did the Ghostface just run away, or did he already kill the kids before?
Yeah,
kill the babysitter, or did he kill them afterwards? Does he wait around for Sydney to come home?
If they made like a sequel to this, or like if they plan to make more fan film episodes continuing this little series, I'd be up for that. I'd be up for watching that and seeing what you do and what you think, even with this one being the like intro to it, essentially.
Yeah.
This could be something interesting. You guys have a little start here of something that you could do more with, I think. And that'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
You guys pursue it. Because I'm not saying you guys are bad filmmakers at all with it. No. It just, we've already gone over what our issues are with it so far. So like that.
Yeah. I mean, good ideas, but in this, it just doesn't work in this short amount of time that you have. And I mean, this is a good way to get your foot. I will say this though. This is a good way to get your foot in the door, especially by the time you released it, and also because it was coming out when Scream 6 was coming out, so it was good timing, and it's a good way to get your name out there. And it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks fantastic. So I think this was a very good move for them, and I think they know what they're doing to a certain degree. But the only thing I would just say is like, just write a more, just try to don't make the characters stupid next time. Just that's all.
You can make them flawed. That's fine. That's obvious. That's what all the Scream films. There's flaws.
But not totally stupid. I mean, my God, she was so dumb.
Any final pin it for the night? What do you think?
So ultimately, I think for what it is, if I'm just taking this like Scream Live as is, looks good, terrible writing, particularly with the main character. Good ideas, but bad execution. All these things, because you already have the aesthetics that, down. Like no real complaints there. There weren't any continuity errors that I noticed. You had that they know how to show things that are important. They know how to do these techniques. So the only which is for a lot of people kind of the hard part, when it comes to that, especially when you're first starting out. Or I don't know how long these people have been making films, but they did a great job. They obviously have had years of experience to some varying degrees. But I would again just focus on if next time you come out with a film like this, because I would like to see more. I agree. I would love to see more. Just try to be more mindful of that kind of stuff. I don't know how many people were bothered by it as much as we were, because
the comments were pretty satisfied with what it was. So
okay, as it is, I would just write a better character that just doesn't come across.
Yeah, that honestly probably would have been the main thing, to have a better character in mind.
Yeah, actress is fine. Just have her say and do other things.
Pretty much. Well put, Justin.
Yeah,
well put.
How about you?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I don't really think not much to add to that. I agree with what you said. We've made our points clear with that. I'd like to see more from you guys. I think you got a lot of stuff here, a lot of good. I know you can make an awesome Scream set and ambience of Scream. Sure. I
would be curious if they have a Halloween fan film, because if they don't, they need to make one in that house have a babysitter. Don't need phone calls or anything like that. Michael doesn't really do that. He answers the phone. Evidently,
maybe the character in that is watching this Scream fan film. They're watching Scream live when
and they're like having these complaints. It's so stupid. Who would do this? And then that would be a great idea, making fun of themselves. Like that actually would work well too.
That'd be that'd be funny.
Yeah, they could do it.
Well, yeah, with that, thank you all for watching, and check out the link is in the description below to check out the film itself on your own time, and we will see you on the next one.